If you thought being cheap means always leaving a small tip or stealing packets of ketchup, you aren't familiar with the extremely cheap. Extreme Cheapskates has penny pinchers that are willing to do the most extreme and bizarre things just to live on a $0 budget. It's as if these people are allergic to spending their money. Did I mention some of their habits are questionable and downright disgusting? Here are 5 extreme cheapskates that are taking it too far.
And this is where you sleep?
Yeah, this is my bedroom. My bed is in here.
Oh.
Number 5. This guy shrink-wrapped his entire house. This man goes to extreme lengths to make the inside of his house look brand new. If you think you're pretty good at penny pinching, step back and watch an expert at work. Todd Moriarty was featured on Extreme Cheapskates after he did something a little intense in an effort to see his house sell for as much money as possible. After his divorce, Todd decided to sell his 2,600 square foot home. While the rest of the houses on Todd Street would usually be sold for about $250,000, Todd was looking to value his home at the sale price of about $280,000. This gave him a solid $30,000 more than the average local selling price. How does he plan on doing this? To get the highest appraisal price possible, Todd has taken extreme measures. He has plastic shrink-wrapped the entire interior of his home to keep it in brand new condition. And I'm not exaggerating here, as you can see. The entire inside of the house has been wrapped up. From the floors to the banisters, everything is covered in a protective layer of plastic. Even the toilet is completely covered in saran wrap, although we're not quite sure how that works out. Oh, and the toilet is in one of 3 bathrooms in the house, 2 of which Todd has never even used. Todd also never uses his master bedroom and instead sleeps in the closet of his master bedroom, which he heats with a small space heater rather than waste utilities heating an entire bedroom. His house tour got a bit awkward when the real estate agent he was showing his house accidentally stepped on an uncovered corner. She, however, felt hopeful for Todd's prospects. Despite her feelings that the saran-wrapped toilet may not be sanitary, and we're going to have to agree with her there, this guy said he changed the plastic once a year. That's gross. She strongly felt that she could get Todd the asking price he was hoping for. It's, after all, a truly gorgeous house, even before it was kept in such pristine condition. While Todd believes he's done the right thing preserving the house as it is, he does believe his cheap nature may have driven away his ex, Stephanie. I think my cheap ways had an effect on Stephanie because she probably felt my mind was always thinking about money and not putting her first, Todd says. He does admit, however, that being cheap is simply ingrained in him, and that he doesn't know any other way to live. Stephanie, Todd's ex-wife, agrees with his sentiments, emotionally revealing that it was very difficult to live that way when she and Todd were together. Despite the personal problems his penny pinching may have caused, it seems that Todd may be getting the positive appraisal and sell price he wanted all along, which hopefully makes up for a lot of saran wrapping. But sources say he was able to sell his house at $180,000, which was actually $100,000 less than what he wanted. Poor guy.
Okay, ladies, we have some cakes for you and some finger sandwiches.
Number 4. Kitty litter facials. When people are buying products for their beauty parlor, often you will see them shopping at online wholesale beauty stores or buying directly from distributors. For Palin, she decided to save her money by using farm products on her clients. During the filming of her episode, Palin was hosting a bridal party at her salon. She shares that there's a problem with the clients demanding the best of everything, including expensive lotions and creams, yet their budget is usually very small. She claims to have figured out an ingenious way to meet her clients' demands, all while still saving some money by using local farm products. We see her visiting a farm and talking to some farmers who seemed confused as to what items they could sell her for the bridal party she was hosting. Without hesitation, they allowed her to check around and pick whatever she needed from the sheds. Palin claims that a majority of salons use products meant for animals to cut down on costs. Aside from Mane and Taine shampoo, that is very popular at most salons, Palin picked some kitty litter and 2 buckets of petroleum milking jelly. She tried to defend herself by saying the shampoo works as good as the regular shampoo and is even more effective. The clay kitty litter has the same ingredients as the regular face clay mask, saving you from purchasing $200 masks. The farmers were shaken as to what she was going to use the kitty litter for, but figured she was just going to make a mud paste to use on people's faces. The buckets of petroleum jelly were a win for Palin, who has over 50 different uses for it. Aside from lip balm and salt scrub, there are plenty of other interesting uses. She even tried to demonstrate how the petroleum jelly works magic with light hand massages. She was proud of her purchase since she ended up spending less than $100. If you were anticipating for a flop, her bridal party surprisingly went well. Everyone enjoyed the products and couldn't even differentiate on whether they were animal products or not. In the real sense, they had no idea, but you get my point. One client even commented stating the clay mask felt soothing and nice to the skin, as well as the foot chocolate, which was made from real chocolate.
To actually get it in here. So that's one, and they're clean.
Number 3. Cheapskate's handyman. This has got to be the most disgusting penny pinching behavior I've ever witnessed on this show. Michael, who stops at nothing to ensure he doesn't spend a penny, is so cheap that he reuses his plastic straws by cleaning them with a cloth. Although his thoughts serve the environment well, it's sad that he uses his recycled bath water to clean them. Yeah, you heard that right. This man takes a bath in his tub and then collects the water to do his dishes and clean his house. As he proudly shows the camera how he does it, I can't help but imagine everyone who's visited his home and how they felt about everything after watching this episode. He doesn't see the need for wasting water when he's able to ration his usage. Smart or disgusting? His parents are even more concerned because they don't feel it's hygienic. All of his tactics have helped him to spend only $15 on water per month, which is a pretty decent amount. However, he wishes to take things a notch higher by creating a personal plumbing system that will see him spend not a single coin on water bills. He assures his plans will save on so much time and money, which he seems to be very proud of. This guy seems very delusional though, going through such great lengths just to save a few bucks on water, but waste so much energy on electricity building these money-saving devices. It also explains why he's remained single. Who can keep up with such psychotic ways?
Hi, my name is Lydia, and I recently heard about your mother's passing.
Number 2. Taking your dead mom's clothes off your hands. Lydia lives for free, eats for free, and even dresses up for free. Her extreme idea of dressing up is what sends chills down my spine. She tracks obituaries and finds out from the families of the deceased if they'd be willing to give her the dead person's clothes. In return, she helps them by clearing the house and taking away the burden from them. It sounds rather strange and weird to even think someone spends their time going through obituaries just to land a jackpot. In the episode, she visits a stranger's house and inquires on whether she could get the dead woman's clothes. The man was very emotional and shocked that someone could go to his door and ask for such a thing. And he bluntly asked Lydia, "You want my dead mom's clothes?" He lightens up since he was not going to do anything with the clothes in the first place and gives Lydia a green light. As the episode ends, we see her happy with her findings.
I don't want her to be so cheap that she won't enjoy her money.
Number 1. Cheapskate Baker. Sarah, who is a baker by profession, has taken the whole cheapskate thing to another level. The episode begins with her conditioning her hair with coffee so she doesn't dig into her pockets to purchase conditioner. Her family feels like she's too much and needs to change her ways so she could enjoy a better life. Sarah became famous and landed herself on the show after she went viral as the woman who picks leftover food from catering events. As embarrassing as it sounds, Sarah is proud of herself because it saved her over $25,000 a year. Since she lives rent-free with her grandmother and sister's family, she stays in a bubble away from the struggles of the real world. Everything in the house is provided for her, and she tries her best not to spend a single coin on unnecessary things. Her closet is full of cheap clothes that she tries to buy from deals and sales, but assures that she can never spend anything more than $10. It doesn't only end on clothes. As much as she enjoys luxury, she survives on free samples of designer perfume and refuses to waste money. Her sister even shared that Sarah gave her a sample of Justin Bieber's perfume as a Christmas gift. Her car washing strategy is rather smart. She tries to take advantage of the regular thunderstorms to enjoy a free car wash. She'll gather up her family to help her scrub the car, then let Mother Nature do her thing. Since her family wishes for her to change, they devised a plan to go on an outing and teach Sarah how to spend her money. They mentioned that Sarah is okay with treats and luxuries as long as she isn't spending her own money. While at the store, Sarah fell in love with a couple of items but refused to part with anything since they were very expensive. Since her family's plan didn't work, they decided to trap her using Plan B. Plan B involved having them eat at a restaurant, then she foots the bill since she would jump on their leftovers. While everyone else ordered good drinks and steak, Sarah only got lemon water and dared to request the waiter to warm her ready-to-eat packed rice. He was more shocked than you are since it was the first time ever. Once they were done and leftovers were brought to the table, she jumped on them immediately. When the bill was brought to her, she tried to signal the waiter to pass it to her sister, but they refused to take it since she had the leftovers already. She could pick everything. At first, she thought it was a joke, but realizing how serious everyone was, she tried to talk her way out of the bill, even offering to sing or do dishes in return, but her offer was declined. They had finally cracked a cheapskate. She swiped her card and paid the $210 bill, and was hurt since it was the largest swipe she's ever made at once. How weird is it? This girl lives rent-free and can't appreciate her family by offering to pay for one single meal?